Okay, friends. Okay, friends, we are going for the next class. Determine the deflection at C for the beam subjected to the loading as shown in the figure. In this particular class, we are solving few problems related with the strain energy method. Is it all right? He has given us determine the deflection at C for beam subjected to the loading as shown in the figure. Yes, it is a simply supported beam. Total span is equal to 4 meter. Is subjected to UDL of 15 kilonewton per meter run for the half part of it 4 meter and the remaining half without any load. EI he has given constant for the beam. Yes, he is asking you to calculate the deflection at the point C. See what is the speciality of this particular problem is. Yes, he is asking you to calculate the deflection at the point C. But how we are calculating the deflection at the point C? Integral of m over EI dm by dw into dx. What is dw? The load at the point C. But in this case, the load is not there at the point C. That is why what you are doing, as load is not there, not there at C, assume dummy load there for calculation, and afterwards you make it equal to 0. Assume dummy load. W at C, and afterwards make it 0. Therefore, what will be the given problem? The given problem will become like this. Yes, here I want the deflection, but he has not given the load there. I am putting a dummy load of W there. A, C and B. This distance is 4 meter. This distance is also 4 meter. Yes, therefore the given problem will become like this. First, you need to calculate the reactions at the supports. Yes, you know how to calculate the reactions. You can calculate the reaction there. The reaction at B happens to be 15 plus W by 2, and the reaction at A happens to be, yes, 45 plus W by 2. 45 plus W by 2. Yes, now the deflection at C is given by the formula. The deflection at C is given by del C is equal to integral of m over EI dm by dw into dx. So you won't have a single expression for bending moment for the whole beam. That is why I need to cut this beam into the two parts. One part is AC and other one part is the CB. As usual, for the part AC, I am taking A as the origin, writing the equation for the bending moment. And for the part BC, I am taking the B as the origin and writing the equation for the bending moment. The calculations I have shown in the table below. Yes, the calculation part consisting of the part origin, yes, the limit, then comes the bending moment m, and I want dm by dw, right? So you go for the first part, the part AC. Calculate the bending moment here with A as the origin. Origin is A. If A is the origin, what is the equation for the bending moment at the section XX? Your limits are from 0 to 4. AC means the 0 to 4. Limit is from 0 to 4. Write the equation for the bending moment. 45 plus W by 2 into X and is positive. 45 plus W by 2 into X. Yes, plus we need to consider this particular load. What is it? 15 kilonewton per meter run. Therefore, what is the load on this part? This distance is X. The load is 15 into X minus 15 into X into X divided by 2. Next is we need to take the partial differentiation of the moment with respect to W, means 45 into X is constant and this term is also constant. Only variable is W by 2 into X. What is the partial differentiation of W by 2 into X with respect to W? Is equal to X by 2. Is it clear? Here you are taking the partial differentiation of the moment with respect to the load, that is equal to X divided by 2. Yes, this part is over. Next you go for the part BC. Part BC is bit simple for you. Only one load is there. Yes. Here I want the bending moment. I am preparing to take the origin at B. Are you getting? Why can't you take the origin at C or origin at A? Origin at C means you need to take this part. All these loads are coming into calculation. That is why I am taking this particular part. What is the basic definition of bending moment? Total of the moment either on the right side or on the left side. Now go for the bending moment. In the part BC, you are taking the origin as the B, limit as 0 to 4. 0 to 4. What is the expression for the bending moment? Bending moment is given by 15 plus W by 2 into X. 15 plus W by 2 into X. Yes, partial differentiation of this one with respect to what? With respect to W. 15 into X is constant. It will cancel out. W by 2 into X. W by 2 into X. Differentiation of this one with respect to X is W is X divided by 2. Yes, this is over. Now deflection at C is given by deflection at C. You need to write the equation for m over a into dm by dw into dx for both the parts. That is integral. For the first part it is 0 to 4. For the first part it is 0 to 4. Yes, the value of m is 45 plus w by 2 into x minus 15 x square by 2. This whole term is to be multiplied with x divided by 2 plus, go for the next part, integral from 0 to 4, this term 15 plus w by 2, 15 plus w by 2 into x divided by 2 over ei will be there, over ei into dx into dx. Friends, at this stage your work of the dummy load is over. That is why you can make it equal to 0 after writing the integral equation. Actually dy w is not there. That is why you can make that w equal to 0 before the further simplification. Therefore, your final equation will become forty-five by 2 simplify it, you are going to get 45 by 2 into x cube divided by 3. Yes, simplify it. Limits are 0 to 4. Minus 15 by 4. Check it. 15 by 4. X to the power 4 divided by 4. 0 to 4. Plus 15 by 2. Plus 15 by 2 x cube divided by 3, 0 to 4. After simplifying all this, over EI will be there outside. You will get delta C is equal to 400 divided by EI. Please check it. Here main concept is, yes, we want the deflection at the point C, but he has not given the load at the point C. That is why you need to assume the dummy load at the point C. Do the calculation assuming that the dummy load W is there. When you write the equation for the integration or the deflection, finally you make that dummy load is equal to 0 and you simplify the expression, you will get the deflection at C is equal to 400 divided by EI. Next, we shall go for one more frame problem. Here, determine the vertical deflection at C for the frame loaded as shown in the figure. A portal frame he has given. A frame he has given, even we can call it as a bracket. This bracket, a bent beam, is subjected to a load of W1 unit at C. The length AB is equal to 4 meter. The length BC is equal to 3 meter. Here one more thing you need to observe here. I for the part BA is different and I for the part BC is different. It's alright. As your expression for the deflection at the point C is given by, deflection at point C is given by integral of M over EI. Here I is different for different parts. That is why while writing the expression for the bending moment, while you are calculating it, you need to take care of it. M over EI dm by dw into dx. Where he want the deflection at the point C. No doubt he has given the load at the point C as 1 kilonewton, but we want the load in the form of variable W or something like that. Till the end, you take this 1 kilonewton as W and write the equation for the bending moment. Complete the calculation. At the end, you substitute the value of that 1 kilonewton. Otherwise, you cannot do this particular thing. You will feel bit difficult in writing this power. That is why put this W is equal to 1 kilonewton is equal to W and solve the problem. Therefore, how my final problem will appear? It will appear like this. Yes friends, this type of problem, this is also from the VTU exam question paper. This type of bracket repeatedly is asking it. That is why you need to focus more on this particular problem. 4 meter. Only you must be perfect in writing the equation for the bending moment. The rest of the thing is very simple. Yes, A, B, he wants the deflection at point C. What modification I did here? He has given a load is equal to 1 kilonewton, but I called this as W. I'll do the calculation. At the end, I'll put that W is equal to 1 kilonewton. Yes, friends, when I am moving from B to C, expression for bending moment is different. And when I am moving from B to A, expression for bending moment is different. That is why I need to consider here the two parts as usual. So the deflection is given by, yes, just see the deflection here. Deflection at C is given by integral of M over EI dm by dw into dx. So I will prepare a table containing the m and dm by dw for different parts as usual. Yes, here the table. Yes, first is the part that I am taking for the calculation. Next is what is the origin while writing the equation for the bending moment. What are the limits of that integration? Then comes what is the bending moment. Then comes the differentiation of that bending moment with respect to the load at the point where you want the deflection. Right? Yes, friends. First, my part is BC. Part is BC. My part is BC like this. Yes, I can take the section XX like this for bending moment anywhere in the BC. I will take this particular distance as X. Means what is your origin? Yes, forget about that one. If my section is XX here, whether you are taking the left part for the calculation or right part for the calculation, left part is too difficult to calculate because here the end is fixed one. We don't know the reactions here. Yes, on the right part only one concentrated load is there. That is why it is better to take the right part for the calculation. Therefore, I am taking origin as C. C is my origin. Limits are from here to here. Yes, x equal to 0 at C and x is equal to 3 at B. Therefore, the limits are 0 to 3. Yes, what is the bending moment at the section XX? W into X, and is hogging in nature. That is why I can write it as minus W into X. Yes, what is the value of dm by dx then? Dm by dx. Here W is the variable, X is constant. Differentiation of dm dw Wx with respect to W is minus X. Any doubt in understanding this one? Here I am taking hogging as negative, sagging as positive. Here bending moment is hogging, that is why I am taking it as the negative. Yes, go for the next part. Friends, be very careful for the next part, how it appears. Next part is BA. Yes, you are cutting the section, any section XX you are taking like this in BA. Tell me whether you are considering the lower part for the calculation or upper part for the calculation. What you feel comfortable, whether the lower part or the upper part. Yes, the lower part, if you are seeing, it appears like this. Here is my section XX, but I don't know what are these reactions. That is why I am not going for the lower part. How the upper part appear? Upper part will appear something like this. This load W is here. This distance is equal to what? 3 meter. And from here you can measure the X as I want. I am interested in the part BA. My section XX is here. So you are taking B as the origin and you are writing the equation for the bending moment. Even though you are taking B as the origin, you need to write the equation for the whole bending moment. Bending moment on this part like that. So here I am taking B as the origin. Therefore, the limits are from B to A. What is this distance? 4 meter. Limit is 0 to 4. Friends, just see here an important thing. I want the bending moment at the section XX. What is the basic definition of bending moment? Force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. Here the load is going like this. Therefore, this will become the perpendicular distance. Yes, perpendicular distance is remaining constant. It is not dependent on the value of X for the whole part. Are you getting it or not? Just see here whether your section is here or here or here. The distance of the load from the point, this point or this point or this point, is the horizontal distance, that is equal to 3 meter. That you need to observe, and that 3 is creating the sagging moment. That is why it is negative. Minus 3 into W. Now what is dm by dw? you differentiate this one with respect to x, the w, that is why it will be equal to minus 3. Yes. Now you write the equation for the deflection. Deflection at C is given by at C. What is it? Del C is equal to integral. Yes, integral m over ei dm by dw into dx. Now you see carefully here. First you go for the part BC. For the part BC integral, what is the limit? What are the limits for the part BC? 0 to 3. Right? What is the value of m? M is nothing but minus w into x. What is the value of dm by dw? Equal to minus x. What is left out in your expression? Over ei. Over ei. What is the ei for the part BC? Just see here. It is I only. That is why you are writing it as ei into dx. Right? Plus this is for the part what? This is for the part BC. For your clarification, I am writing it as BC. In the examination, you need to write it. Yes. Plus next is for the part BA, the limits are 0 to 4. 0 to 4. Yes. What is the value of m for that particular part? The value of m is minus 3w. Yes. Next is dm by dw. Dm by dw is nothing but minus 3 into dx divided by, yes, ei I want. What is the value of ei for this particular section? E has not given means constant. I has given equal to 2i. Therefore, E in the bracket you need to write 2i. Now you simplify and substitute the value of w. What is the value of w actually in the problem? It is equal to 1, or at the end you can substitute it. Yes, what you are going to get? 0 to 3 w x square over ei into dx. W x square over ei into dx plus next here is 9w over 2ei integral from 0 to 4 9w over 2ei into dx. Yes, simplify it. You are going to get w is equal to 1 over ei into x cube by 3, 0 to 3 plus 9 by 2 w is 1 divided by ei. Integral of dx is x. Limit is 0 to 3, 0 to 4. Simplify it. What you are going to get? Here you are going to get, yes, 27 divided by 3. That is nothing but the 9. 9 over ei plus here 9 into 4. That is equal to 36. So 36 divided by 2 is equal to 18 over ei. Therefore, your final deflection will become equal to how much? 27 over ei. This is what the deflection at the point C. Yes, we shall see few more problems in the next class. Thank you, friends.